Gaffer, next up, a second consecutive home game, Charlton this time around. What are you expecting to see from them?
Well, they've played a similar formation to us in the last few games. There's been a bit of a change since Johnny's gone in. Looks like there's been a bit of a reaction from the players, which can happen sometimes. So, yeah, you know, we've had a look at him in a few games and work off of the back of what we've seen.
You mentioned to me before that you'd prefer to look at maybe form rather than a league position. Is that something our lads have to be aware of as well, that they might be in a good vein of form?
Yeah, I mean, what I would say normally is sometimes when you're looking at teams and they are, I don't know, maybe top of the league, but their form at the moment hasn't been particularly good, then I think I would highlight them things to the players. Because sometimes you can get carried away with that. And, you know, we're playing a very big club at the weekend, but, you know, no different than the other night. We played a big club the other night as well.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact it's a big club, traditionally followed quite well by the fans, but our fans the other night, I think you mentioned post-match, they were great, weren't they?
Yeah, really good the other night. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really good. Really, really good.
We've had red cards in the last two games. It's not something we want to get used to, but how are the lads feeling? 'Cause that's quite a demanding thing to go through.
Yeah, no, we're not looking for a hat-trick this weekend. But we're not looking for one, but, you know, at the end of the day, I think when you look at the sending-offs, Elliott's is just a reaction. I would be more annoyed with Elliott if he'd have dived and made a spectacular save and tipped it round the post. But when it's a reaction one where it's hit him on the back of the hand, I don't quite know where that double jeopardy comes in. So he gets sent off and they get the penalty. I think maybe if they want to do that rule like that, what they should perhaps look at is award the penalty. If the penalty goes in, leave the player on the pitch. If it potentially doesn't, then send the player off. Be an easy rule to tweak, but it would cover quite a bit of a grey area there.
What was your reaction to the David Davis one? I'm sure you've seen it again since.
Yeah, now I have. Obviously, I was asked about it after the game and didn't make any comment because I wasn't sure myself. And on those instances, you need to look at them. You need to see what the referee has sent Digger off for. For me, it's not a red card. It's a yellow card, at most. A robust challenge, definitely not serious foul play. You might turn it into a reckless challenge, but even a reckless challenge is only a yellow card. He clearly gets the ball. He kicks the ball low, so his feet are not off the ground. So we have appealed that, and we'll know probably a little bit later on what the answer is to that. If not later on today, then maybe tomorrow. But we've appealed that because I definitely don't see that as a red card, and we just, you know, we hope we spent a long time yesterday putting the appeal together. So sometimes it goes for you and sometimes it doesn't. But we definitely think we have a good case, irrespective of whatever decision the panel make. That is worth an appeal. We definitely don't think it's a red card. I've spoken to quite a few people high up that would give me an honest opinion, and they don't think it's a red card.
Just a final couple from me. How are the injured lads getting on?
Not really got any update really on any of those. Not far enough that I'm thinking will they or won't they be involved at the weekend. So I know that sounds pretty evasive, but I'm not trying to be. I just don't think there's any real update on them. There's been no quick progression in their injuries.
Everyone come through the last game okay? Everyone all good?
All 10 of them, you mean? Yes, a few bumps and bruises, but nothing that will keep those out of a starting lineup now.
Thank you.
Okay.